In the forests of Washington state, hidden in the rugged shadows of the Cascade Mountains, a nightmare was unfolding. It began with a father. His name was Travis Decker. To many, he was just another man trying to rebuild his life after serving in the Army. A veteran, a father of three little girls. But on June 2nd, 2025, Travis Decker went from a struggling parent to the prime suspect in one of the most chilling true crime stories of the year. That day, Travis had custody of his daughters for a routine visitation. His ex-wife expected the girls to be dropped off later in the evening. There was nothing unusual about it. In fact, this had happened dozens of times before. But this time, something was different. When the hours passed and the girls did not return, panic set in. Their mother called. No answer. She waited, hoping it was just a delay. But by the next morning, she knew something was wrong. The police were notified, an Amber Alert was issued, and within hours, search teams began scouring the area. At first, there was hope. Maybe Travis had just decided to keep the girls longer. Maybe there had been a misunderstanding. Custody battles are messy, and police initially considered the possibility that Travis was hiding the girls as part of a parental dispute. But the truth would turn out to be far more horrifying. 2 days later, investigators focused their attention on a location near Rock Island Campground, a remote wooded area along the Columbia River. And there, they made a discovery that would shock even seasoned detectives. The bodies of Paityn, Evelyn, and Olivia were found, suffocated, stuffed into plastic bags. The sheer brutality of the discovery was devastating. 3 innocent children, murdered in cold blood. Almost instantly, Travis Decker went from a father to a fugitive. But where was he? With his Army background, Decker wasn't just any suspect. He was trained in survival. He knew how to navigate the wilderness, how to build shelter, and how to live off the land. That made him extremely dangerous and extremely difficult to catch. Within days, the search for Travis Decker became one of the largest manhunts in recent Washington history. Over 100 FBI agents, state police, and local deputies flooded the forests near Leavenworth. Helicopters circled overhead. Dogs tracked every scent trail. Roadblocks were set up. And yet, Travis was nowhere to be found. Some traces suggested he had been living in the woods. A makeshift campsite here, a trail of food wrappers there. But every time the leads went cold, it was as if the forest itself had swallowed him whole. Weeks turned into months. The posters with Travis's face began to fade under the summer sun, plastered across gas stations, trailheads, and highway rest stops. The media reported on the story endlessly, a father accused of murdering his own children and then vanishing into thin air. Public opinion split into 2 camps. Some believed Travis had killed himself after murdering his daughters, a coward's way out. Others believed he was alive, lurking deep in the mountains, surviving off his training, and perhaps planning to strike again. Then, on August 30th, 2025, searchers stumbled upon something new. While combing through a dense section of forest near Leavenworth, investigators uncovered bones. At first, no one knew what they were looking at. The remains were scattered, partially buried under soil and leaves. Time, weather, and animals had left the bones in terrible condition. Could they be human? Or were they animal remains? The bones were immediately sent to forensic experts at Central Washington University. Investigators hoped this would finally provide answers. But instead, the discovery only deepened the mystery. Authorities admitted it might never be possible to recover a full skeleton. Between wildlife, erosion, and time, the forest had chewed up and erased evidence that might have once been clear. Still, the questions spread like wildfire. Could the bones belong to Travis himself? Had he died in the wilderness, his body reduced to fragments over the summer? Or, the darker theory, were these the remains of another victim? If Travis had managed to kill again before disappearing completely, the scale of his crimes could be far worse than anyone imagined. By early September, law enforcement announced plans for an even larger search operation. Entire sections of Rock Island Campground could be closed off, as drones, cadaver dogs, and dozens of forensic specialists prepared to sweep the region in hopes of finding answers. But the truth remained elusive. 3 major theories dominate the Decker case. Theory 1. Travis is dead. According to this version, Decker did not survive long in the wilderness. Perhaps he ran out of food, water, or shelter. Perhaps the guilt of killing his daughters consumed him, and he took his own life somewhere deep in the forest. If the bones belong to him, then the story ends with a man destroying both his family and himself. Theory 2. Travis is alive. This is the version that keeps locals awake at night. With his army background and survival skills, Decker may have built hidden shelters deep in the woods, moving silently, avoiding detection. Witnesses even claim to see a lone man wandering the tree line late at night. If this is true, then Travis is still out there, watching, waiting. Theory 3. More victims. The most chilling theory of all. The possibility that Travis Decker did not stop with his daughters, that the bones belong to someone else, another innocent victim. If this is true, the manhunt is not just about justice. It's about stopping a killer from claiming even more lives. As September 2025 begins, the manhunt intensifies. The FBI is pushing more resources into the case. The campground near Rock Island may soon be shut down entirely, turned into a grid for forensic teams and law enforcement. But despite all this effort, the forest continues to guard its secrets. Travis Decker's face still appears on wanted posters, his name still echoes across headlines, and his crime and the murder of 3 innocent girls lingers like a wound on the community. The bones might give us answers, or they might only raise more questions. Is Travis Decker already dead, lost to the wilderness he thought would protect him? Is he still alive, hidden among the trees, ready to strike again? Or has the truth been swallowed by the mountains forever? For now, only the forest knows.